Hi, and on today's video, I'm realistically here to thank you. And I mean that very sincerely. None of this is scripted. I'm not talking off any kind of rap sheet or at all. What I'm actually doing is just from me to you. This is recorded live. I'm not going to edit this video whatsoever. Is to say thank you for helping me to achieve some of my goals this year. So when I started the channel in November 2022, I set myself several goals, and one of them was to reach certain milestones from, the kind of YouTube levels of monetization. Now, don't get me wrong, since I set those goals out in November, there were some changes earlier this year where they kind of dropped the levels for a part of monetization down to 500 subscribers, which I have just breached. So I will tick that one off, to be honest, because I have kind of reached that goal in some respects. I did set out a kind of goal on views, which I've beat. I've got well over the 70,000 views now on my videos, so thank you very much for that. And the comments and subscribers, etc., just keep building. Now, I also set myself a goal of uploading 100 videos. I've achieved that very, very recently. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say every single one of them is 100 quality videos. I have some work to do, and thank you for the feedback from the community. It's really appreciated. I am very new to this. I do stuff outside of YouTube, which does kind of give me a little bit of a competitive advantage, I suppose, because I do stuff like public speaking and various other bits quite regularly. So I'm quite happy to be in front of a camera. That being said, it's still a very new experience for me because I'm really got to make content based on the passions I love. And I'll be honest, sometimes when I actually try and do these things for real, everything goes horribly wrong. And that's when I start pulling my hair out, and hence why it's very grey. But that's why I wanted to give you a bit of an insight into that. So starting today, because I've now got the access to the channel membership is now live. Now it will come into 3 tiers, and I've kept this as low as possible at this current time because, let's be honest, it is a way of me recouping some of the money I've invested in YouTube, but it's also a way of you being able to thank me for my time. Now, I'm not going to obviously go sailing off into a yacht. I'm not the likes of Mr. Beast, nor will I probably ever be. But the reality is, it would be very nice, and my real long-term stretch goal for this channel was to make this channel self-sustaining. I'll be honest, at the moment, I'm probably in about 5 years worth of debt for about 10 months worth of content. So you can kind of crunch the numbers and work out what I've got to kind of recoup to kind of make myself self-sustaining. But nevertheless, that's not what we're here to talk about. So starting today, I'm going to announce that there are 3 levels of channel membership. There is a channel supporter, a super fan, and a mega fan. Now they vary in costs. The costs and various features will come up on the screen here. But it's an opportunity for you guys to come and join me and learn a little bit more about what makes Andy tick. You'll also get a little bit more direct access to me depending on the level you subscribe to. And as time goes on, I will certainly look to scale out these features some more. Now, I'm really keen to stress this won't impact the people that are normal community members. I still stand by the fact that I would like to reply to every single one of you, and I pretty much have. The only reason I don't ever reply is, one, if I don't feel your comment needs a reply, I'll probably just hit a like or a heart. Or if I feel maybe your comment was just, I don't know, maybe not constructive. We're all about constructive criticism. Nobody gets everything perfectly right. We're all human. But keep the constructive criticism coming because it's really useful for me. I know some of the audio levels and some of my videos have not been good enough, for example. I know sometimes I haven't quite got, that review spot on. And sometimes maybe my videos may look a bit rushed. It's all, unfortunately, part of the churn. So realistically, I set myself goals to get these 100 videos. I set myself goals to hit this. And what I wanted to do is give myself ample time to kind of slow down towards the end where I could start to focus more on quality. So that's what you're going to see from me a lot more in the coming days, weeks, months. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to slow down on kind of production. What it means, I'm just going to have to double down on my work and kind of get myself in a better situation where I'm recording stuff and scheduling them a little bit more effectively. Now, what you will see if you join one of the other levels, so I think it's the medium level, the super fan, you will get early access to some of these videos. So sometimes what I do, because I do have a busy life as well, I do have things go on, I do have a job outside of YouTube, is you will find that it may seem like a couple of weeks before I posted a video. Now, it doesn't mean the video is not done. Sometimes it just means that I've scheduled it to, go live on a certain date. So what I will do for those kind of videos and any kind of behind the scenes content I make, because trust me, there are loads of outtakes when I film my videos, because something always goes wrong or I kind of get myself in a mumble. But I'll make those available as part of this perk membership. There are also stuff like super thanks, super stickers, etc. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't fully understand them today, but it's just a way for you guys to give back. So if you happen to really like something I've talked about or really want to help me as a channel, then feel free to hit that. I will say now, I will reply to every single one of you. Anybody who helps makes this channel better, I will always reach out to, and I would like to make sure that you guys get shouted out. So I'd just like to say at this stage, much love for every single one of you who's come on this journey, whether it's friends, family, complete strangers, that are very new to the community. Please use that community section as well. I do regularly kind of try to put posts out there. I'd like to hear a bit of feedback in there. And obviously, if anybody decides to join the channel group, I'd be really appreciative. Then use that as an opportunity to talk directly to myself. The final perk, I believe, will also give you access to me in a lot more personal view, so you'll get access to my social media and also the ability to game with me. And I think that would be something that's really sensational, because coming later this month, I will start to live stream, and I'll live stream in two fronts. There'll be a Q&A that I'll try to host fairly regularly. Maybe that'll be a bi-monthly or maybe just a monthly exercise. And also I will try to do regular game streams where I will pit myself against games that maybe I shouldn't be playing, or maybe I'm a bit too old for, but nevertheless, I will try and do my best to entertain where possible. So finally, I'd just like to leave a massive, massive thank you to every single one of you, and I'll see you next time.